Good evening, everyone. Back once again for another Pep Talk, PEP, passionately empowering people. Today's topic is lose the weight. Lose the weight. I'm not talking about physical pounds. I'm not talking about, you're 250 and you want to get back down to 200. I'm talking about lose the weight mentally, spiritually, emotionally. A lot of us are carrying around baggage. It reminds me of a song I heard from Erica Badu. Bag lady, you gonna hurt your back. Dragging all those bags like that. Some of us are carrying around excess weight that is weighing us down, and we don't even realize it because we're on autopilot. We've been doing it for so long that we don't even recognize or take note that we got some toxic feelings and mindsets that are holding us down and keeping us stuck, anchored where we are at a certain point in our life. We plateaued. I heard somebody say most people, the average person goes so far in life and then they park. They get off the highway of life. They stop growing. They stop developing. They stop pushing to be better each and every day. And I believe it's because of all this excess weight we're carrying around. I met some co-workers today that I used to work with a few years back, and immediately I recognized them. And once we started talking and engaging in conversation, I began to remember how they were back when I first met them. Once we got past the hey, how you doing? How's life going? How's family? Yada yada yada. Then I immediately asked, well, what are you doing now? How's your employment? How's your job going? And boy, why did I do that? The floodgates of complaints opened, poured out. I immediately was like, oh my gosh, why did I ask? How did you like your job? Because I immediately began to remember they had the same attitude and mindset years ago. Complain about this, complain about that, this, that, and the other. This ain't going the way it's supposed to because so-and-so, this, it was just, I got a headache. And all I could do was, yeah, okay, smile, and try to give them some positive input, but some people don't want to hear it. Some people are so programmed and stuck where they are that they don't want to hear that things can be different and that they can be the change to make things be different. Nothing about their work habits has changed, and they're still doing just enough to get by. And I try to help them understand and realize that life is a constant cycle of change. And when that cycle of change gets moving, you either got to move with the change or life is going to move on you. And that's a decision that you got to make. You either embrace the change and make it a positive change. All things work together for good for those who love God. So everything's working in your favor. You just got to believe and find those answers in the heart and go with the change so that you can take your life to the next level. Most people, like I said, go so far in life and then they part. They stop growing and developing. They don't really see themselves doing anything different other than what they've been taught since yay high to a grasshopper. They don't know that they can have more, they can be more. But it's possible. I'm here to empower you that it's possible. It's possible for you to change your predicament. It's possible for you to change the outcome that you have right now can be different tomorrow. But it starts with your mindset. You got to lose the weight that's anchoring you and keeping you stuck where you are at this point in your life. If you are the same place you was this year as you was last year, it's time to get rid of the weight. It's time to detoxify your life and feed yourself some healthy spiritual food so that you can continue to grow. And I believe most people fail in life not because they aim too high and miss, but because they aim too low and hit. And then many people don't even aim at all. They just walking around like zombies on autopilot. Same thing day in and day out. Same toxic, negative relationships. And they're not even conscious that things are the way they are because of their mindset. They haven't even realized it yet. Most people are just going from relationship to relationship, job to job, and unhappily going to these different sections in their life, and they're unhappy, and they believe everyone else is the problem. Everything else is the problem. And if they took one moment to realize the one thing, the one person that they need to blow up, to make a radical change in their life for the better, and to head in the direction that they were destined to head, which is for success, which is for greatness, that one person is staring right back at them in the mirror. Every time you look in the mirror, the one person you need to be happy, the one person you need to be successful, the one person you need to be financially free, the one person you need to be the leader in this situation is the person in the mirror. But you gotta make a conscious effort to realize that and to make that radical change in your life. That's the one person you need. And you gotta surround yourself with like-minded people who are on the same mission as you. Because when you start heading in a different direction, some of the people that you're around right now, they're not ready. They're not ready to head in the direction that you are going. So you got to be okay with leaving dead, toxic, negative, broke people where they are, so that you can go be the person you were destined to be. And you can't lose the weight unless you take ownership. You got to take ownership and stop blaming the company. Stop blaming the people that run the company. Stop blaming your boss. Stop blaming your employees. Stop blaming the people that you are in direct relationship with for everything that's going on in your life. Take ownership of who you are, who you've been, and declare all-out war, declare a revolution that you are going to stop with all the negativity. You're going to stop with all the woe is me, because everybody's got a story. Everybody can sing the "somebody done me wrong" song. Suck it up, get over it, keep moving. Surround yourself with like-minded individuals who inspire you to become the best version that you can be. And you can't lose the weight unless you take ownership of that. So be the change you wish to see in others. Be that change. If you look at a man the way that he is, he only becomes worse. But if you look at him as if he were what he could be, then he becomes what he should be. Man or woman. And sometimes you got to be the person to look in the mirror and say, hey, I can be better than what I am today. I can be better than who I was yesterday. And it starts with me. Michael Jackson said, I'm starting with the man in the mirror. Start with the man and the woman in the mirror and say, I'm going to be better. I'm going to do better. You got to make that transition mentally so that you can make that transition physically. Get in the mindset of, I am destined for greatness. I will be great. I am great. Everything around me is great. You got to speak it into existence. You got to believe. Even though you may not initially believe, you got to say it until you believe that it's going to happen. You know, if your ambition is to get out of the financial situation you're in right now, you got to start talking it. You got to start taking ownership and saying, hey, I'm the one. I'm the one person I need to get out of this financial rut so I can fire my boss and hire myself as my boss. And it's possible. You can make more money than your boss. You can set your family up for a rich life spiritually, mentally, and physically. Your whole family can have a wealth day. But it starts with you. Break the cycle. Be the change. Take ownership and say, hey, I'm the one and I'm going to stick with it. And I'm going to make this happen no matter how hard it is. If it's hard, I'm going to do it hard because I can do it. I'm working on the Financial Freedom Project, as I've said before. I'm aligned with some wealthy entrepreneurs, business owners who are serious about helping people lose the weight. Lose the weight, not just the weight of debt that's surrounding you and making you feel suffocated, but helping you lose the weight mentally so that you can be the person you need to help lead other people to freedom. And freedom has a price, and you have to be willing to pay the price. It doesn't come free. Be willing to pay the price because you can. You can do it, and you deserve it. Lose the weight. If you want more information on the Financial Freedom Project I'm working on, shoot me a quick inbox and say more info. Shoot me a call, shoot me a text, give me a call, 901-646-1393. Family, let's wake up. Let's keep each other inspired. Let's keep each other lifted up and hold each other accountable so that we can be the people we were designed to be. Great, successful leaders, passionately empowering people. Listen, that's my time. I always want to encourage you to live for today, plan for tomorrow. Don't forget, if you're interested in the Financial Freedom Project, hit me up. Thanks. God bless.